Oh, hey, didn't see you guys there. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Joshua Ayers, #Ayers Fitness, checking in, signing, logging in, vlogging. And today is Monday 13th. It is officially peak week. I'm so excited. Competition is this Saturday. It's going to be in Dayton, Ohio. It is the INBF/WNBF Tri-State Classic. Still have 3 more competitions coming up. So I have one this Saturday, I have one next Saturday, and then I have one June 15th. So I plan on documenting a lot more content for you guys, and also to keep the videos a little bit shorter and kind of like more pertinent towards this information. I'm going to show you guys more of like my meals, how I'm feeling, what I'm thinking about, and different things like that. So yeah, it's time to brush our teeth. Which toothpaste should I use? Sensodyne Adult Pronamel or my niece's Kids Mid Bubble Fruit? We're gonna go with Mid Bubble Fruit. So, I know a lot of you people are probably asking, Josh, what's peak week? What's the big deal about peak week? Some of you, if you're not into fitness, you may have never heard of it, or if you are into fitness, you have heard of it, and you might not still be too sure exactly what it's about or what the detail in like, what is peak week. Okay, so peak week is the week before your competition. And so there's 2 ways about going about it essentially. A lot of people make drastic changes and other people make very slight changes. Now, what my coach and myself are going to be doing is making very small changes, nothing super drastic. And the reason behind that is you plan it out ahead of time. You could always do practice peak week runs earlier in the season and kind of see how your body adjusts and adapt. And we're going to kind of front load, so that way do like a slight depletion early on. So we kind of started that this past Friday, going into Saturday, Sunday, a little bit of today, and then we kind of start reintroducing carbs back up, do a little bit of manipulation with water, nothing super crazy. We're not actually depleting, we're actually going to be increasing my water and not having any crazy drop off, and pretty much sodium's going to pretty much maintain throughout and kind of just go up a little bit the day before and possibly the day up. Mainly manipulation with the carbohydrates. And so the reason behind that is you don't want to, you can eat all kinds of different foods and eat a crazy amount that your body's not used to, because it could have a negative side effect. You could spill over with bloating, and there's just a whole big mess of things that could happen if you try to make all these kind of drastic changes. So nice and steady is the way to do it. So let's go ahead, check our weight, and see what we're looking like this morning. So we're going to step on the scale. It's funny because the more videos I watch, I see more and more people have this scale. So we're going to get on it twice, because whenever I move it around, it always has to get like re-zeroed out. So right now it's saying I weigh 154.4, but I know that's not right. You zeroed it back out, get back on that bad boy again, and we are sitting at 150.6. All right, so now that I have that, let me get some good lighting on me. There we go. Now that I have that, I'm going to move the furniture around so that way I can set my camera up, throw my posing trunks on, and I usually record my posing. That way I have it for documentation, and then I'll go through and take screenshots. And today I have to send them to my coach. We are doing daily updates for this peak week, so I'm going to do that. And I actually might have to charge my camera real quick because my battery's trying to die, but I will get some of that for you guys. Let's go.
So I thought I needed. So I thought I needed. Thought I needed. So I thought I needed.
I'm going to show you guys the meals that I have cooking. So the macros are a little bit different today. My carbs go from 170 up to 210 today. So excited about that. So having a big breakfast. I also switched my breakfast because I felt like I was kind of getting a little bit bloated. So I switched out my oatmeal for some like hash browns, so potatoes. And I'm also going to be using these egg whites as my protein source, because I'm not going to be using the protein powder anymore like I was mixing inside of the oatmeal. So got 4 servings of this, and there's 5 servings of the potatoes. And in here I'm gonna throw some salt and pepper, just like I did with the potatoes. Let's go ahead and turn that heat down a little bit. Go ahead and grab my salt, put a pretty generous amount on there. And same with the pepper, pretty good amount of pepper. Getting that going, and I want to show you guys. So these are the egg beaters that I'm using, the egg makers. 0 fat, 0 carb, 5 grams of protein. So we got 4 servings of that. Then the potatoes that I'm using are the same as these guys right here. So just southern style hash browns made with diced potatoes. Macros on these: 0 grams of fat, 16 grams of carbs, 2 grams of protein, and 2 grams of fiber per serving, and we're having 5 servings of this, and that is going to be breakfast. Also, I'm going to throw on a slice of American cheese to get a little bit of fat in there. So one of these guys, there's like 4.5 grams of fat, 3 grams of protein, and I want to say like no carb or low carb, 2 grams of carbs. And then we'll have some ketchup on there, maybe 1 or 2 servings of ketchup, and then some hot sauce. So that will be breakfast / meal 1 / pre-workout meal. Can't wait to eat it. Here it is. Tore up the cheese. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of stir that around in there. Mix that up, let the cheese melt. And then we're gonna do 1 serving of ketchup, and then we are gonna do some hot sauce mixed on there as well. So 1 serving of ketchup, that's gonna be 17 grams. Bit more. Boom. And then we are going to go ahead and throw on this Tabasco Chipotle sauce. Let me see if I can get this off with one hand. Use my teeth, I guess that'll work too. Boom. And we are going to put a generous amount of that on there for flavoring. We're going to mix it all up. Eat and enjoy this delicious breakfast. I can't wait. So much volume. Gonna be a good day at the gym. Let's get it. Alrighty, so finish up with meal 1, and before we head to the gym, I've lately been trying to sip on pre-workout a little bit longer and give it more time to get into my bloodstream. So while I'm sitting here doing some work, editing some video footage, different things like that, I am going to be sipping on some pre-workout. So I have some nice ice cold water. I had this in the freezer and it started icing over on top, so it's gonna help make the flavor taste even better. Everything always tastes good when it's like super cold, especially like a pre-workout. So we're gonna be using this sample, so I might kind of do like a little review over it. This is Optimum Nutrition's Pro Pre, and I believe I had this on my Instagram story before. I have had this before and I really liked it, and the flavor is amazing. This is Strawberry Burst. It tastes just like a Starburst. So I'm gonna do it, gonna take it and probably give it a review, and also I'm probably gonna take a pump product. Today is legs day, but what's wrong with getting some vascularity in them wheels? All right, so I'm gonna do this, sip on this, hit the gym for a leg day, and then get that post-workout meal in. Also, real quick, so in 1 packet of this, there's 300 milligrams of caffeine, 6 grams of L-citrulline, 3.2 grams of beta-alanine. So that's a super solid profile. Just gonna tear this bad boy open, and we are gonna use the whole pack. I'm weird, so I like smelling like the pre-workouts before I even, smells good. And we're gonna put that whole bad boy on there. Hopefully none of it doesn't spill out, because I have this very, very, very full with water. There we go, nice. And let's go ahead and do like a quick taste test, live taste test for you guys. I need to back up my camera a little bit more, tilt it up. There we go, that's a little bit better. It's a little crooked, but it's all right. Oh no, it's not. Now that's gonna bug me. There we go. Make sure your lid's on, make sure that this is pressed down, and I always put my finger on top of it, because one time I did go to shake, I think it was like protein and pre-workout or something, and the lid wasn't closed all the way, so it kind of went everywhere. So now I always keep one finger on there. So just like a quick little pro tip. Mix that up real good. All right, let's give this bad boy a taste. That is good. That is good stuff. If you guys have the chance to try this, definitely recommend it. If you like pink Starburst, it's like liquid Starburst. It's awesome.
So I thought I needed. You make
I did edited. So there's a video up that will be up before this one. So if you didn't see it, go ahead and watch it. It's a very long one, but I explain everything about it in the beginning. But anyway, later on, edited a video, did the dishes. Bree cooked a whole bunch of food because she went to one of our friends' bridal showers. She made a whole bunch of pasta salad for like 40-something people, and it looked absolutely delicious. Paige was here for a while, and then you went home at some point, right? Yeah. You went home, and then you're back, and then we just got done doing some cardio, and I was breaking down a little bit in the car. I was having a crazy...
Yeah, he lost his mind.
Losing my mind. And then, so we decided to also, I don't know if I put up that we were trying a bang, but we ended up drinking 2 of them.
Yeah,
so, lots of caffeine. But anyway, now, getting ready, so just finished up with some more cardio, the PM cardio. Normally I make burgers. If you guys have seen in my other video, or in the video before this, I talk about the burgers that I make. But since things are switching on my diet, I am now making like a wrap. So I have my seasonings on here, so I'm gonna be cooking up this meat. Super lean meat. I have this seasoning on here. This is the Mustache Sweet Chipotle. And then I also have the Mustache salt-free original blend. And then once I'm done, I'm gonna be smothering it in this Chipotle Tabasco sauce. And I do not have the wraps out on the counter. Do I? No. So I'll show you guys the wraps that I'm gonna be using. I'll show you it once I have it all done and cooked. But it's gonna be these awesome wraps that I put in, I think, one of my videos before. Olay Extreme Wellness Spinach and Herb. They also come in tomato basil. The best macros for sure. So these have 50 calories, 1.5 grams of fat, 16 grams of carbs, 4 grams of protein, and 11 grams of fiber in one wrap. And I'll also probably throw a little bit of lettuce on there. So I'll show you guys what this is gonna look like. Once I'm done, I'm gonna hop in the shower while it's cooking. And yeah, there you go. And here's the finished product. So have the 2 servings of the lean ground turkey and 1 serving of Munster cheese that I kind of mixed around in there and melted. So I put it in the microwave and let it melt down a little bit. Now we're gonna put on a whole bunch of this Tabasco sauce, and I'm gonna eat off of the top until there's enough that I can wrap it up in the wrap. And we're also gonna just take a little bit of this lettuce and just kind of just mix that on there. Very, very small amount, just for a little crunch factor. There we go. And just a bunch of hot sauce.
Like the landscaping and the deck done by Texas, so that when we get back and he's done with his last show, we can grill out on it, because he wants to grill all kinds of foods.
And there we go. And this is going to be the next meal. I'm going to smash this while watching some Ed, Edd n Eddy.